Okay, give me 1 second. I had to physically hide behind the pastry case to call you. There are people in here. Real, actual strangers sitting in real, actual chairs, drinking coffee I made with my own 2 shaking hands. It's happening. It's actually happening right now. I've got maybe 4 minutes before the espresso machine notices I'm gone and starts hating me again. So talk fast. Or actually, no, don't talk. Just listen fast. I have so much to tell you. Okay, first, the bad news. Get it out of the way. I put oat milk in a woman's order who very clearly, very audibly ordered oat milk, and then argued with myself out loud about it for a full 10 seconds before she gently told me I was right the whole time. I've been a disaster in the nicest, quietest way all night. But, okay, here's the good part. Here's why I really called. About 20 minutes ago, the whole front of the shop kind of stopped. Not because of me. A group by the window made conversation, and then not made conversation anymore, because one of them saw him. Marmalade. On the wall. And this woman just stood up, walked right up to him and said, loud enough for the whole room, "Okay, but who's he waiting for?" Not, "What's this?" Not, "Who painted this?" Who is he waiting for? Like it was obvious he's waiting for someone. And the guy who fixed our front light? The one from Wednesday. The one who started all this. He came back tonight. Properly. As a customer. Brought his daughter to go meet the fox. I wasn't ready for that. For any of this to be a room full of people instead of one guy with a screwdriver. And there's usually a joke here. There's always a joke here. Something about how he's just a fox. He doesn't know he's famous now. Somebody tell him before it goes to his head. I keep starting the joke and not finishing it. I don't know why tonight's different. I think it's because for the first time, it doesn't feel funny. It just feels like a lot. Okay, can I just... Hang on. Glasses off for a second. My eyes are tired, and I need to actually say this properly, instead of hiding behind a joke that isn't showing up anyway. The scary part was never the cafe failing. I was ready for that. I had a whole speech ready for that. The scary part is that it worked. The room is full. The light's doing exactly what I wanted. Marmalade's got a whole audience now. And none of it feels finished. Because you're not standing in it. I keep glancing at the door. I know you can't walk through it. I know that. I've known that all night. And I keep looking anyway, every single time it opens, for about half a second before I remember. So I did something. Give me a second. I'm walking. Okay. I'm sitting in your chair. The little card that says reserved, I flipped it face down 2 days ago, and nobody's touched it all night, not even when we were slammed. I'm propping you up right here on the table so you can actually see the room instead of just hearing it secondhand through me. There. That's the whole place from your seat. The fox has the best light in the house. I made sure of that on purpose. And this chair has the second best light, which I also made sure of on purpose. Because I wanted you to have the good seat even before I knew if any of this would work. Can I tell you something and not turn it into a bit? I called you before I texted June to say we survived the rush. I called you before I called my own mother to tell her the doors actually opened. You were first, before anyone. I used to have a joke for everything. Tonight, I don't need one for this. That's it. That's the whole thing. I just needed you to actually hear it, not just know it. Okay. Deep breath. That's enough of that for one night. The light guy's kid just fell asleep against a chair, which means it's time to close. Give me a minute. I'm turning you around so you can watch me lock up. There. Last customer out, door locked, and it's just me and a room that was completely empty this morning. I'm doing the walk. The one where I go around and turn off every light except his. Hi, you. You did good tonight. Somebody asked who you were waiting for, and I didn't even have to answer, because everyone in this room already knew. Okay. Aprons off. I am sitting down properly for the first time since 4 o'clock, and my feet are informing me this was a whole thing. And you know what's funny? I didn't actually need you to remind me I've got this tonight. I already knew I've got this. I just wanted you to be here while I proved it to myself. There's a difference, and it's a good one. June just texted that Pumpkin knocked an entire jar of pens off my desk, in solidarity, apparently, and refuses to say sorry. He's a menace. I love him. Somebody's got to run the apartment while I run this place. Okay, real question, and I want an actual answer from you. The little cinnamon thing we made just for tonight still doesn't have a name. Opening night special. What do we call it? Tomorrow, I'm sleeping until noon and doing absolutely nothing that involves a menu or a milk steamer. Come do the nothing with me? I think I've earned an entire day of not proving anything to anybody. Thank you for being my first call. I think that's going to be true every single time something this big happens from now on. Okay, go home. I'll walk myself the rest of the way, but I wanted you with me for the part that mattered. Good night, you.